called. Now coming to stable and unstable system. So stable means BIBO stability, bounded input, bounded output. Bounded input will give bounded output, then it is called stable system. Okay. For example, if this is not followed, then it is unstable system. If a system is present, you are giving a bounded input and the output also bounded. Bounded means at t approaches infinite, signal value should be finite. Okay. Signal value should be finite at t approaches infinite. This is called bounded. Okay. Whether it is input or output, at t approaches infinite, if the signal value is finite, then it is called bounded input. Similar characteristics for output, it is called bounded output. E power minus omega square. This is a decreasing function. It is bounded, so signal is stable system. The system which is having such characteristic is called stable system. This is about the system characteristics. System characteristics they have given. So it is a stable system. 1 by square root of 1 plus omega square. You vary omega value, increase omega value, it is overall value decreases. It is also stable system. Okay, only omega is the variable. You increase omega value, overall equation 1 by square root of 1 plus omega square value decreases. Decreases means finite value, hence it is a stable system. Now e power minus 2 mod t, it is also stable system. Because if you draw a diagram for this, it is something like this and decreasing. This is e power plus t plus 2t. This is e power minus 2t and here value is 1. So this is the signal. At t approaches infinite, signal is finite. That's the reason it is bounded. Okay. And if you take h of t equal to e power minus t cos 2t u of t, it is also stable system. E power minus t means decreasing exponential. Cosine means a constant value, constant height. Then u of t means it is a step signal which is also constant. U of t means step signal which is also constant. You are multiplying all this, so nowhere it is going to infinity value. That's why the system which is having such h of t, it is stable system. But if you see, I have some more problems. H of t equal to t into e power minus t u of t. This is unstable system. Because t means it is just an increasing waveform. This is t. And then e power minus t means it is a decreasing waveform. U of t means it is a constant value. However, you are multiplying with the first one, which is going to take the entire value, goes on increasing. At t approaches infinite. When you multiply all this, at t approaches infinite, signal value is infinity. Signal is becoming infinity. And hence, this is the reason the system which is having such h of t, it is unstable system. And if you take h of t equal to e power 2t, u of minus 1 minus t, it is stable system. 2t means increasing exponential, but minus 1 minus t means it is coming in the second quadrant, something like this. This is the diagram. Okay, so it is finite value, so it is stable system. But if you have e power 2t u of t, the diagram is in first quadrant, it is an increasing exponential. How to analyze all this? Okay, how to analyze all this? I will tell you. This is e power 2t u of t. Okay, at t approaches infinite, this is going to infinity value. So this is unstable. This is unstable system because at t approaches infinite, signal is going to infinity. Okay. How to evaluate all this? Decreasing exponential means something like this. Decreasing exponential. Okay. Simply e power minus t. If you take the negative left side, if you take the left side, this is e power minus t, u of minus t, and on the right side, e power minus t, u of t. Okay. But if you take left side, it is unstable. It is unstable. If you take right side, it is stable because signal is reaching to 0. On the left side, signal is going towards infinity. Infinity, some amplitude is there. Okay, infinity, some amplitude is there. So left side, it is unstable. Right side, it is stable. Combinedly, this is e power minus t decreasing exponential. Combinedly decreasing exponential. So in the question, if it is given e power minus t, u of minus t, it is unstable system. If h of t equal to like this, then it is unstable system. If h of t equal to e power minus t, u of t, then it is stable system. Then it is stable system. And increasing exponential means something like this, increasing exponential, e power plus t, e power plus t. So the same thing if you see, on the left side it is e power plus t, u of minus t. On the right side it is e power plus t, u of plus t, u of plus t. Okay, so left side it is stable, left side it is stable, right side it is going to infinity amplitude, so it is unstable. Right side it is going to infinity amplitude, so it is unstable. Putting this together, this diagram comes. Okay, so what I will do, just I will draw a line and come back. So this is upper half, another discussion, lower half is another discussion. So in the lower half, if the system is given, the lower half, if the system is given, h of t equal to e power t, u of minus t, then it is stable system. Then it is stable system. If h of t is given, e power plus t, u of t, then it is unstable system. Unstable system. That is what we have done in the previous slide. That is what we have done in the previous slide. If you see e power 2t u of t means positive side, it is unstable. E power 2t u of minus 1 minus t means left side. Minus t is there, so it is left side. Okay, it is left side, so it is stable system. Okay, this is about stable and stable. This is about stable and stable. If I go with the stable and stable, some more points, stable and unstable. If I go with some more points, if e power minus x of n is there, it is unstable system. It is unstable. And if you have a into x of n plus b, it is unstable because you are constantly adding a value b, so which will take it to the signal to infinity. This is right side signal, so it is also unstable system. Unstable system. Okay. So we have other thing called invertible, non-invertible systems. Invertible and non-invertible systems. Invertible, non-invertible systems. If you have input x, if you have input x, system behavior is h, output is y, output is y. If you can connect another system h inverse, and if you get that output as input, okay, if it is same as input, here output is same as input, then it is called invertible system. Okay, the diagram represents invertible system. In invertible system, we can get output same as the initial input. Okay, same as initial input. Output is same as initial input. Such systems are called invertible systems. If this rule cannot be achieved, then those systems are called non-invertible systems. Okay, you may get a question in this also. When output is same as input, we are able to get the output same as input using some h inverse like this. Using some h inverse like this, then that is called invertible systems. Okay. If that is not followed, non-invertible systems. Now I am going to causal and non-causal systems. Causal and non-causal systems. Okay. And what is the rule? Causal means non-anticipatory. It will not depend on future. So x of n equal to 0 for n less than 0. Okay, then it is causal system. X of n equal to 0 for n less than 0 non-anticipatory, then it is causal system. If x of n equal to 0 for n greater than 0, then it is non-causal system. Then it is non-causal system. Similarly, time domain, continuous time domain, you can write like this, t less than 0. For continuous time domain, you can write like this, t greater than 0. Okay. Now I will go with some examples. I will go with examples, causal, non-causal. If y of n equal to x of minus n, what you will do? One positive value, one negative value, one zero value. I asked you to substitute one positive, one negative, one zero value. At any point, if it depends on future, then it is anticipatory. Anticipatory means non-causal. For negative values, if you substitute, it depends on future. So non-causal system. This is non-causal system. So y of n equal to x of n square. It depends on future, non-causal system. Okay. And if you have y of n equal to x of n plus x of n plus 1, it also depends on future. It is non-causal system. N plus 1 is there, non-causal. N plus 1 is there, non-causal. But if you have n minus 1, only present and past, then it doesn't depend on future. It is a causal system. Non-anticipatory, okay, or causal system. The same thing, you can also take y of t equal to x of 2t. It is depending on future. So future means anticipatory, non-causal. Okay. If you have y of t equal to x of t into cos of t plus 1. T plus 1 is there. It is anticipatory, which is non-causal system. Anticipatory, non-causal system. Okay. And I have some more examples. X of t equal to e power minus 2t u of minus t, whether it is causal or not. Okay. And we have x of t equal to e power at u of t, and y of n equal to 2 power n u of minus n, whether it is anticipatory or not. Okay. When you give negative values, this depend on future, so it is causal system. Okay. Here t plus 1 is not there. Positive or present output. Okay, present output depends on present input, non-anticipatory, so it is causal system. Okay. You work out with the detailed procedure, you will get the same answer. And here if you see, if you put negative values, this will become positive, which is becoming future. Future means anticipatory, so it is non-causal system. Okay, you have to put one positive, one negative, one zero value. Based on that, you have to decide whether it is causal or not. Based on that, you have to decide whether it is causal system or not. Okay.